Hello, everybody, and welcome to the next episode of Taking Flight. It's Megan, and today I'm wearing my Taking It Easy Club shirt. This is something I thrifted. When was it? I don't even know. I think maybe January of this year, and it has been like my go-to emotional support sweatshirt. I feel like for all of the winter and even into the spring. I was gonna do a little episode here that's just kind of talking about the idea of rest and taking it easy and letting ourselves just be sometimes, because I don't think I have to tell really anybody the thought that we are just in hyperbolic mode so often. And sometimes we look at the idea of rest and relaxation and taking it slow, and it makes us cringe because we're like, but there's so many things to do. And so this episode is really just calling you to stop for a second and rewire the way that you think about rest and having fun and allowing space in your life. I have for majority of my life been the da 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 da. Gotta go, gotta get it done, see you later, check you on the other side of that kind of a person. And although I still move and shake at a fast pace, and I love that, that's just the way I operate, I have embraced, right, the art of slowing down, taking it step by step. I truly believe that, we get caught up in like, this is my personality. I'm a type A personality and I do everything right down the line, and it has to be just so. And there was a time when I probably would have said, yeah, I'm very type A. Boo, B. It's got to be like that. It's got to be just so. Perfectionism, all the things come out when you think about that type of personality. And now I'm like, your personality shifts and changes, all the things. And so although I still, what I like to call, have ATD, attention to detail, and I want things to feel good, and, when I put my time, energy, resources into something, I want it to look like that was the case. I also can go, you know what, I'm going to step back here for a second and I'm going to rest. I'm going to walk away. I'm going to do this a different time. I'm going to allow for somebody to help me. Dun, dun, dun. I feel like, why do we have such a hard time with that? I have been in that space and place of being hyper independent. And it is kind of a response, right, to needing to take on a lot of responsibility at some point in life. And for me, it was when I was a kid, right? Losing a parent at a young age, that's like, you feel like, oh gosh, well, there's a lot we need to just kind of like grow up through, right? And we feel that we have to kind of take responsibility for certain things in a different way. And, I was always a mature kid. That made me, I think, even more mature at that young age of 10, right? When you're really just kind of not mature. There's not a lot of maturity going on at that age most of the time. But I was, and then take on being kind of a competitive dancer and all these things where there was just a lot of expectations on me. And not in a bad way, just there was expectations to be had. And I let that kind of pace take over my life. But now when I think of it and I can breathe a little deeper, which I want you to do right now, I want you to take a moment and kind of think to yourself, like, I am safe in my body. Even close your eyes if you need to for a second. I am safe in my body to just simply exist. This is the season I'm in right now. I'm like a go-getter on one when I flip the switch up, and I'm let's take some quiet time. Let's just give myself the ability, the permission to sleep in one day, because I just need it. I feel it. I crave it. That's what my body wants. And I'm not going to feel bad about it. I'm going to have a lunch date with a friend in the middle of the week when I know I have a lot of things going on, but I also can plan around that so that I can have more bandwidth, more creativity, more excitement, more rest, because I gave myself a little bit of away time. So keep on doing those deep breaths. If you stopped and you started holding your breath again, or breathing shallow again because you're thinking, about things, or maybe you're working on something as you listen to this, Roll those shoulders. Roll those shoulders. Bring them up to your ears. Squeeze them up, and let them down. Like, let gravity, like, boom. Like, when I do it, like, you can literally see probably on video if you're watching on YouTube, like, I'm literally bouncing, like, because I let them go. So just full force. Do that. Don't let me just be doing this alone and looking goofy on a YouTube video. Can you do it with me? But when we allow for these little micro shifts, and even in our bodies like that, we allow for the lunch date with the friend, even on a busy week. I'm not saying be irresponsible with your time also. I'm just saying think ahead how you can put in little moments of space. We were not put on this planet to just like work our asses off and then just pay some bills and then die. I don't know about you, but I want to have a little fun too. But we are in charge of that for ourselves. You know, we can't just wait for like the circus to come in town and, you know, sweep us off our feet and give us the best time of our lives. We have to create those moments for ourselves. Starts by being aware of our body when we need a stretch, a breath, some water. Yeah. It also starts by looking at the world around us and the routines that we've created. Are they too rigid? Are you trying to control things that don't need to be controlled? It's not always serving. It's not always serving what we think it is. And I think it's really important for us to take some stock in that, because the last thing I want is to get to, you know, hopefully a ripe old age, 93 years old. That'd be a lovely age to get to. And look back and be like, all I did was grind. All I did was try to control the outcome of everything and all the pieces around me. You know? It's like our life is like Play-Doh. I'm sorry. Sometimes things just come out of my head. This is truly just stream of conscious. But like our life is like Play-Doh, right? You can structure it and make it into something very specific, but you can also just squish it in a split second of time. And what I mean by that is you get to be kind of the creator and cultivator of what it looks like. And the it for you could be anything. For me, in this season anyways, it's spending more quality time, not just time sitting on the couch, looking at a screen next to my husband, right? Or just going on autopilot at a family party and, you know, having conversations that are cool and whatnot. But do we really make any specific or different memories? Am I on rinse and repeat? Or are we doing things to make things more fun, more connective, more, you know what I mean? Just like welcoming. So that's the space I'm in, and creating pockets of beautiful moments and true connection with myself, with my husband, with my family, with my friends, with my community. And if I don't allow space for more rest or calm, or I've talked about it a lot, going to dance class, there are days when I'm driving there and I'm like, oh, I could use this little bit of time to be doing this, and this instead. But I'm going here and, like I could be annoyed by it. And sometimes I am. Truth be told, right? Even the things that we like to do or want to do, we can be like, I don't want to do this right now, or I shouldn't be doing this right now. But guess what? I've seen what it's done for me, right? Of taking that little bit of space and having that time to intentionally move my body, be with people that, you know, light me up and feel fun to be around, express myself. One of the other episodes I talked about like seeing yourself in the mirror and seeing yourself in like fluid different versions. So if I said, oh, I should be at home doing whatever it is, shoulda, coulda, woulda, but I'm not. I'm going to this dance class, right? And so how can you figure out kind of more special ways to invest in your rest, to take it easy more often, you know, take it easy. We can create a big old club. Got a shirt already, so let's go. Let's create this, my friends. Let's do this. But create just this safe space of people that really understand that abundance, blessings, creativity, true connection happen when we allow for the softer side of life. When we bring in the softer side of any place, space, area of ourselves or our life, we see things in a different perspective. And I'm all about perspective and prisms and seeing things from all different angles and lights. This is no different. Sometimes I wish I can turn that switch off in my own brain. And then, of course, those around me that I love and know also struggle with it, that could just turn the switch off, that wants to do more, do differently, create more, hit different goals. Those are great things in life. We want to have things to work towards, but also it can be exhausting. So if we can just go flip the switch and rest, get away from the grind. Wouldn't it be beautiful? Like, hold on, take a deep breath again. I feel like I can sense that you need another one. I think it's also that I need to, because when I'm talking, right, sometimes, did you join me on that? If not, get on in it. And it feels so freaking good. Have you ever had the best string, like where you've just felt like I had this, I think it was a few nights ago, and I was truly just having like the deepest breaths ever. I do some breath work. I need to do it, more consistently, because when I do it like really well and more often, I really feel the benefits of it. But I did some breath work, and then after that, my body that switch did shut off for me, for kind of like my respiratory, my nervous system, all of it. And I was like, I felt just heightened. You know what I mean? Like I just felt really grounded in my body. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I slept better that night. It was so good. So these are simple things, right? Like our breath are right there. And it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. And how often are we listening to those little nudges? Have you ever had a laugh fest with somebody that you laughed so hard you cried? I can't. When that happens, I wish I could just bottle it up and like capture it in like a little tincture and bring it with me, because it's so beautiful. Like it's just so, there's this release. And of course, we actually have releases of hormones, right? Endorphins and all these things that are running through us when we laugh and are having these beautiful connective moments. But sometimes I'll notice, oh my gosh, I had a really good time with this person or with this group of people, and we were laughing and whatever, but it was just kind of, you still felt like you were on autopilot in a way. And then you have those times when you're like, I just recklessly laughed my head off. We had no care for what was going on in the world. We were just really in the moment. We were, being silly, recalling funny memories, whatever it was. And you like feel different. It almost like changes the course of your energy for that day, for that week, for however long it is. Sometimes we might get that on vacation. It takes the first couple days to kind of like release and relax and allow ourselves to cherish the moments that we're in, which sounds crazy. Why does it take us, that much time to get to just kind of status quo? It shouldn't. It really shouldn't. But it does. And then you have that mid portion of vacation that just feels really good. You're like, oh my gosh, my family knows this about me, but there is nothing better than a beach nap where you wake up drooling. I'm sorry if that's gross to people, but there's nothing better than like a little just, you slept well. You refreshed some cells in your body because you just slept hard and quietly just rested. Like how I'm craving a beach nap like no other. I did not get to a beach or a happy place like that last year. So here we go, 2025. Let's do this. But I'm bringing up these examples because how do we bring these into everyday life? We can't always go to the beach unless you live. If you're somebody that's listening and you live on a beach or live by a beach, call me up. I will come hang out with you. But we can't always be there. It's not realistic to be right in full-fledged laugh till you cry mode, or at the beach nap mode, or even taking deep breaths like a boss mode. Like, it's just not always realistic. But how can we find those in smaller doses, be more mindful of it always? We deserve to take it easy. We deserve to be more restful. We are just meant to do that more. We've just are built into this society that we've gotten away from it. So here's a few things that I love doing that bring me the endorphin rush, that make me feel like I am taking it a little more easy. All the things. Putting my feet in the grass. No other feeling. And I know some people don't like the texture of it, but a cool morning on grass in the spring, summer, fall, like no other. Even just like rolling your fingers on the grass. Like, just, it makes you remember that you're alive, and that, I don't know, that just, it can be simple, I guess, because grass is just about as simple as it gets, right? Another thing I love doing, we all know this, but I have to say it, is dancing. Music shifts our energy. So when I know that I am holding up so much just kind of hard, heavy, negative, frustrating, overwhelmed energy, I gotta shake it out. I gotta move it. I gotta kick my legs, do the things, flip my hair around, although that might induce a little bit of vertigo for me. We have a lovely family line of vertigo, so, gotta be careful with that. But I still go for it because it's sometimes the benefits outweigh the potential of, a little spinny spin. Texting somebody unexpectedly is, to me, it's a beautiful thing, and we need to do it more often, right? Sometimes I'll go through my contacts, and this, I'll do it in my text, but I'll also do it like on my Instagram and things like that, where people who are in my community, maybe I've never even met them in real life, but they're in my community, and I love just something, that they're doing, or I saw something that they're, moving towards, or have goals, or they've launched, or whatever. And maybe we've never, talked, or we'll, interact with each other's, content or whatever, but we've never had like a deep conversation. I'll send a voice note or a little text message that just reminds them that they're being seen, that they are amazing, that they are beautiful. And doing that just lightens your own heart, but obviously the biggest reward of it all is that somebody feels loved, and that maybe they can take a moment to feel kind of rested and easy in their skin, in their body, in their mind, because somebody reminded them that they are okay, that they are beautiful, that they are amazing, that they are whatever it is that you're telling them. I feel there's a million things that I could list, but those are just a few that come to mind for me. And I want to hear what it is for you. What is, besides getting kind of, real with yourself and taking a look around, and how you can get connected more with those around you, take more time for space and fun, relaxation, rest, all of that. What is it that you are going to do to kind of create more just energy and space for yourself? What are a few things that you want to keep top of mind? A few years ago, I did what was called the Hyped Challenge. And in the Hyped Challenge, some of the prompts were, just different little nuggets of things. And one of them was text somebody unexpectedly. One was drop everything you're doing and take a literal like walk to the end of your block and back, like not even anything long. So find 3. Because that's my number, 3. Find 3 things that you are going to do with intention and with kind of an excitement for seeing how it makes you, the people around you, and just the world feel. let me know them. Drop them in the comments if you're on YouTube. Let me know on my socials. And I kind of want to just get inspired by your thoughts and see what you come up with. And then once you do them, keep them in your repertoire. Keep them spicy. Keep doing them in different ways. Have fun with it and just see how it shifts your energy, your aura, and even the way that you just go about your day, and what you feel excited about. Because when we do these little things, we go off of that autopilot. We take some time for rest, space, creativity, all of that. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. So I, for one, am going to go, the number one thing I said was touch grass, and we're getting warm and it's getting good out there to be able to just go put my feet in the grass. So I'm going to make top priority of that. And I will just revel in all of the goodness of getting grounded with myself, taking a moment to do something that I know just makes me feel good and grounded. So have fun, create just this space. Let me know what you're doing, and let's do this. Let's change this energy and take it easy, my friends.